Real Nerds is a proud partner of the Denver Podcast Network. In the shadow of the mountains,
we speak.
Hey everybody, Chad Terry here. Wanted to welcome you out to come and support local filmmakers to celebrate the Best of Denver 48-hour film project. Where, you ask? The Mayan Theater. When? September 12th, 2019. How much is this going to cost me? $13. That's it, guys. Find us on Facebook at Denver 48-hour Film Project. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you at the show.
Hey Real Nerds, there's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Hi, this is Brian. No, this is my announcer voice, and you're listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Should I do this as my real self? Oh, shucky darn. Hi, this is Brian Cummings. You're listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Okay, do it straight. Hi, this is Brian Cummings, and actually you are listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Send money and real estate.
welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast of Denver Pop Culture Con 2020 and beyond. I am Ryan. With me this week is
Corinne
and
Zach.
And this week we're going back in
Brad
time.
is also here.
I'm doing this episode on mute.
To one of my favorite films that was playing, and a feather. That is North by Northwest was playing at one of our local theaters. I guess that's what that place is.
The landmark Chez Artiste.
Do you guys still hate it?
Yeah, that like the seats in that are so garbage. It's not even funny.
It's weird. They're almost brand new.
No, I'm talking about the layout. The layout is horrible.
It's a strip mall theater. I don't know what you're supposed to.
I mean, they could make it so that they don't angle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What are you going to do, though? It's
Quit defending it, Brad. What, do you have steak in the fucking Chez Artiste?
There are so few theaters that are
shitty. I know.
We have to
at
support
least we
all of
weren't
our
in the
theaters.
tiny theater.
Like, streaming is killing them.
I will always support the theaters, but they should make it easier to support the theaters by making the seats face the screen.
Well, they got...
Corinne, how was
What?
your experience watching North by Northwest?
Did I watch it or did I just sleep through half of it? No, I'm just kidding. I did not, but it was a little wonky.
Yeah,
There were some times where Cary Grant's, like, one of his eyes looked higher than the other. It was very bizarre.
It's not the theater's fault we showed up late and had to get the front row seats.
Quit making excuses for them. They should make.
We could have
They should
spread
make
out.
the theater
spread out
for
anyway.
optimal viewing.
When they remodeled, they should have changed the middle row to side rows.
Yeah.
It's
But-
not just the Chez Artiste, though. Like, when I saw Black Panther in the IMAX, I sat way too close. And it's like,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that's
on me.
brutal.
But they shouldn't have had the rows that close in an IMAX theater.
Yeah, their outlay's no good, but their programming is pretty friggin' awesome. So if I can get into the back row,
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
on
I mean, it's the
time,
first time I've been there in 10 years, so it's pretty spot on, their programming.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're showing.
I'm going to see a charade there for sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go see Charade.
Yeah, and they do other stuff throughout the year that's similar to this, and they also get some really interesting stuff. So
it was fun. I mean, they played his biography before it. It's Cary Grant, A Gentleman's Gentleman, I think is that biography.
yeah, they played a bunch of stuff. They had like a whole thing on Bernard Herrmann. They had interviews with Eva Marie Saint. They had Hitchcock little like montage tributes. So it was a lot of fun.
It was. Who was the guy doing the Q&A? He never introduced himself or being from somewhere.
He didn't. He just described
rando.
it being. He just described it being an amazing movie, which he's not wrong. But then I guess they must have done the Q&A in the lobby or something. Or
No,
he
it
just
was in the
left
theater.
the
Everyone's just like, fuck this guy. Because he also said, this movie's not as good as all his other ones, but I guess we'll watch it.
He also said the Q&A is going to be like, you decide what we talk about.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't have any questions then.
I don't know. He might have been part of the Denver Film Club or something like that. Like there's like a Denver Cinema Society or something like that that was like holding up signs. outside the auditorium, so maybe it's part of a film club group.
I can
thing.
do a better Q&A than him.
Well, yeah, but you've been trained in this for 8 years. He's probably, just a
What's up with all these excuses from these guys?
I'm not. I'm calling you amazing. That's not.
I'm just saying the real fans were the ones that dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
no one else in that theater cares enough about that movie as much as we did.
I know.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't.
I mean,
You thought we
where
were
else
weirdos.
are you going to see Cary Grant cosplay? Like, I don't think there's any other real opportunity to do it.
When I first went inside, this lady in front of me was like, "You're going to take your hat off, right?" It's like,
Elderly
I
lady.
can't. It covers
Yeah.
up the shape of my head.
Yeah, elderly lady, right?
I was
Yeah,
born
yes.
with this.
Yeah. See, when she was going to the movies back in her day, hats were an issue in the theater. They're not so much anymore.
Yeah, but in their day, they also had they were more courteous about theater going, so they knew to take it off without being asked.
Yeah.
Also,
exactly.
like, nobody was sitting behind you, so it wouldn't have mattered to anybody.
Yeah, and those seats.
And it
are-
probably, if it was a stadium seated theater, it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
those seats are at an angle anyway, so I don't think hats are going to contribute much.
Kept on waiting for
interference.
someone to be smoking and stuff in that theater.
It's like De Niro in Cape Fear, just like laughing way too loud.
Yep. Anyways, we'll talk about that movie. It's only
Yeah.
60 years old, so
Yeah.
we'll probably spoil it
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it.
I didn't see it before then.
Really? That's the first time you saw it?
That's the first time I've seen any Hitchcock movie.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
And
said-
you're sitting with the master of suspense over here?
no.
Yeah, that's why I can't be
Like
on
the
his show.
dumbbell of suspense.
No, the master of rambling,
Yeah.
who watches the master of suspense.
Master of bullshit. No. When I sent him the questionnaire for Shamley, and he sent back a response that said, "I think I've seen a few episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and that's it."
No, I know I've seen a few episodes. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, he used to be on
Yikes.
Nick at Night.
Yep.
Nice.
See,
All I
back in
remember
the
is
day-
the silhouette.
I know what Nick at Night is.
I'm very sad that Brad's first experience with Hitchcock was in that theater with those seats.
Yeah.
You
should come with-
have had like a real theater experience and not,
Come with
your
me.
neck craned back
Yep,
against the.
forever tainted.
Yep.
Come with me to the Alamo Littleton on September 29th. They're going to show Rear Window for the Victory screening. So that's a good way to do that.
I'll also watch Disturbia.
And you really
Oh,
like Shia
no,
LaBeouf.
he didn't.
You really like Shia LaBeouf between Peanut Butter Falcon and Disturbia, man? Like,
Yeah, I watched 2 of his movies, and I'm a fan.
Yeah, probably the biggest fan ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he owns the entire DVD collection of Even Stevens.
Yep. Oh, and I've seen all the
Holes.
Transformers movies. Yeah.
Does Even Stevens The Complete Series exist on DVD?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I just
he
want to
did.
point out, too, Nick at Night, when Brad and I were young, was Dick Van Dyke, Bewitched, Alfred Hitchcock.
The
Not
good
like
shit.
your newfangled Friends and other stuff that's on it.
But you like that show.
No, Friends is my favorite show ever. I'm just saying
Oh,
that.
then don't read
But
that
it shouldn't
BuzzFeed
be-
article that came out about how it sucks.
Well,
It
people
was
can say
also
whatever they
poorly
want.
written.
Could they be any more wrong?
Dude, you said that thing that they don't like saying in the article.
Yeah, whatever.
So, what else?
You
do
know,
we do on the
I
show?
could write an article and be like, "This is why Star Wars sucks," just to get people to be like, "What?" Not really read
They
the article.
provide no evidence.
You know what I should do is I should just write that headline and in the article say how much I love Star Wars, just
Nope.
to see if people will just
Just say,
react.
sucker. Thanks for the click,
Clickbait.
sucker.
But I got to make sure that I, for the first paragraph I write, saying, everyone talks about how great Star Wars is, and like just so when people start reading, like, this fucking guy, and then it just be like, no, I'm just kidding. You just proved a point. ...
And they're right.
Well, I have never seen Friends, so I have no dog in the fight.
Spoiler, they'll be there for you.
But I have no dog in the fight. But I thought the article was well written, so I may have to send it to you. See what
Nope.
your thoughts are on it.
Articles can't be well written if they're just negative all the time.
Yeah. John Ekstrom reposted that article, and I read it, and it was not well written at all. Like I did, or at the very least, it just sounded
was a
like he
rant.
bitching. So yeah,
It wasn't a proper analysis.
Yeah. Give me real analysis. I mean, now that you're finally here, have you been listening to our latest episodes?
I have.
This lady here about Top Gun and editing. So what's wrong with the Top Gun editing?
Oh my gosh! It's all over the place. I can't follow.
Yeah, 'cause you're in a fucking
the cuts,
jet.
The cuts are so quick, and the
'Cause you're in a jet?
What is it like? The continuity of I forget what the term is for it, but basically, like, the focus of the cut shifts. So, like, in Mad Max Fury Road, they made sure that what you were looking at is the same between cuts, like it's in the same position. And then it was not that way.
I mean, he
Top
got
Gun.
nominated for an Academy Award for it, so
Yeah, and what was its competition?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
What else do we do
It
on
might
this
have
show?
been best by default.
But then, I mean, you gave it that and Scarface the same
Also,
rating.
that
Boo!
whole, like, love scene went on way too long. Somebody should have cut that down.
No,
So it-
no, he was taking her breath away.
Oh, they played that song
Yeah, that
about
was a better one
500
than I was
times. I
I was gonna say it didn't
Ugh.
take your breath away.
You
from
say
you?
I'm dangerous. Look how you're driving. Fuck, I love that. movie.
I don't know. That movie has a love affair with Highway to the Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away.
Yeah, it's from the '80s.
Well, I'm playing with the boys. I mean, volleyball, man.
Yeah, but it only played that song once. It plays the other ones multiple times.
Well, yeah, because back in that day, see, Corinne, this isn't in the old like '80s time, as they always had really big theme
Well, the old
songs,
farts
whether
gonna
it's
find
Caddyshack, well, also Kenny Loggins, Top Gun. They just wanted to get you in the the mood. That's why that. Yeah,
In the
movie's
mood?
awesome.
Did Kenny Loggins?
I don't
like,
know if you
rule
knew
the
this,
80s
Ryan,
on
but
Top Gun?
composers exist.
Yeah, but not when it's a high octane jet flying movie. And actually, I would argue that the theme at the beginning when they're on the aircraft carrier is pretty iconic.
Yeah, that was actually a good piece of
Yeah.
music. Everything else was garbage.
Oh my god!
One of my
Okay,
favorite-
Outta here.
so the competition for Top Gun in editing in 1986 were Platoon by Claire Simpson, Aliens, Ray Lovejoy, Hannah and Her Sisters, Susan E. Morse, The Mission, Jim Clark, and Top Gun, Billy Weber, and Chris Lebenzon.
Lebezon.
Lebezon.
Yeah, I
Like
don't.
it's all these like super
I don't-
hardcore action movies and Hannah and Her Sisters.
I don't get Hannah and Her Sisters nomination.
All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
That's like the least interesting part of that movie.
Maybe
It
they.
stole
but-
the
but
Oscar from
Platoon won.
Aliens.
Which one?
Platoon won, though.
Oh yeah, Platoon should. Platoon's
Yeah.
a wonderfully edited film.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it was just nominated, you said
Yeah.
before. Okay.
No, it won because it also won Best Picture that year, and
yeah.
it was around the time when editing and Best Picture.
Platoon's
were
a tough movie to watch, but it's a good one.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe raises his hands up to the air. My favorite line in Top Gun, hands down, is when the guy goes, "I got to give you your shot. You two characters." And I just like to think that he's talking about like from a meta standpoint, like you two characters in this screenplay are gonna go to your dream.
Yep, Top Gun's great.
Yeah.
Scarface is garbage. No way on the same equal level
I
playing field.
said, did you listen to the
I
thing?
did listen
I
to it.
said
That's why I
that
was so
I
mad.
would watch Top Gun over Scarface. That's why I had to give it 3 stars instead of 2.5.
Oh, that's right.
And I said
Yeah.
I'm not the target demographic for this movie.
No, you're good.
So that's probably a contributing
Yeah,
factor to why
so
I
not a
didn't
cool
like
person.
It actually had 4 nominations. The others were sound effects editing, sound, and music original song. Take My Breath Away.
Yeah.
It. Oh my god!
Wow. Wow. Just keep on proving my point, Brad, about how great Top Gun is.
There's an asterisk next to it. I'm not sure what that means.
Probably
on a
means yeah. Except that no, it sucks.
It was taken back.
That song's used really well in Ocean's 11.
Oh, sweet.
By the
Star
way.
Trek 4 got 4 nominations.
Which one?
Star Trek 4, The
Oh,
Voyage
That's
Home.
a pretty fun Academy Awards.
Cinematography, music, original score, sound effects editing, and sound. So it was in competition with Top Gun.
Wait.
Ooh.
Not Best Supporting Actor for Leonard Nimoy for taking out a guy on the bus who was playing his music too loud?
I guess that's statue worthy.
Yes, it is. It is.
Can you say Nimoy's supporting, or would he be a lead actor too?
He'd be supporting. Shatner's still the lead. I mean,
I don't know.
In
I'm
four,
sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? Shatner's supporting. The whales are the lead in the movie.
That's
It's really an ensemble.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we also talk about movies we've been watching, Blu-rays that are coming out, movie news, and I really like this last segment because we just proved that Corinne is wrong about Top Gun. Hey, what happened?
Our new segment, Prove Corinne Wrong.
Yep. What else would you say that made me really mad? You did another one.
Night of the Living Dead.
No, no, it was recently.
I don't know. I know I did Room with a View.
Yeah, not that one. Don't care about that.
I don't know then.
I'll have to think about it. Maybe it was just Top Gun and just boiling over for weeks.
Something. Oh, I did 4 Weddings and a Funeral right after that. I think you were like, she liked it more than Top Gun.
Yeah, that's right. See, it just kept on boiling over.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Brad, take me around town in your beautiful Jeep and tell me what's happening.
Hey, film buddies, follow me around Denver.
Take my breath away.
Watch as Brad goes around town. Can't even make it fit. Say, Top Gun is the shit.
Top Gun is your shit.
Don't teach him bad things, Ryan. He's gonna go into his kindergarten classroom and be like, Top Gun is the shit.
And then be the coolest kid in class.
Tom Cruise listens to the podcast, hears Kellen's review, and he just goes, good. Good.
And then he calls me, he wants to come on the show.
Yeah.
Honestly, do I need a cent for a plane for you? He's like, no, I'll run. It'll be awesome.
Did you see that parody video of him running for president? It's not him, but it's like an actor doing it. I thought it was kind of fun.
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. I'll send it to you.
The Midnight at the Esquire this week for September 6th and 7th is The Never-Ending Story. Apparently it's the 35th anniversary.
Seems like that movie has an anniversary every year.
It's never ending.
I just watched the Workaholics episode where they turn Durz's car into Falcor. Because they're doing like an 80s trivia thing. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And then the drive-in is doing Angry Birds 2, The Art of Racing in the Rain.
That's that one with the dog.
Yep, in the
guy
car.
from Heroes.
Yeah.
And I'm suddenly drawing a blank on the third one.
Is it still Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No. Great, I gotta look it
They
up.
don't keep
Spider-Man Far From Home extended cut.
Maybe
Sure.
it's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes, it is.
That is what it is.
That's what it is.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Nailed it.
That'd be a cool drive-in movie.
So like I remembered, Scary Stories. With no help at all. And then September 12th, come out to the best of, the 40-hour film project at the Mayan.
I'm not supporting other films that you didn't get picked for.
Wow. That's
I'm
harsh.
kind of with Ryan on this. If you
Thank
had
you,
been in
Corinne.
it, I would have been tempted to go, except I'm going to be out of town, so I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. But
But
I would have
support
felt bad
local
about not
filmmakers.
being there.
I do. I support one.
You gotta support them all.
No.
I don't really care.
Make something that I care about.
I mean, you have to go see them to care about them. They're not just
Well,
going to show up online.
They do post them online sometimes. Like,
Are you friends with those people?
I'm garbage. Why'd I have to be friends with them? I'm friends with you.
I don't know how you'd see their movie if you're not
That's
friends
like
with them.
really adorable what you just said. Why do I have to be friends with them? I'm friends with you.
I'm not going to post them.
Because, Ryan, you can only be friends with one filmmaker.
Exactly.
So that means, Zach, you're out of the
Oh, shit.
out
That's
of
why
the
we
group.
hate each other.
Well, Zach has to make a movie for me to classify him as a filmmaker.
Pretty sure I've made at least 4 different short films.
I mean, I'm waiting for another film.
Oh, you're waiting for another one. Gotcha.
You have to renew it every year. Just like
Yep.
Academy membership.
That's why I do the 48, so I renew my Ryan
Your
membership
Ryan
every year.
card.
Yeah.
You know what? Brad's been going 10 years strong.
That's true.
Someday I'm going to be your favorite. Yeah, that's what's going on around town.
Awesome. What Blu-rays are coming out next week?
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
It better be something cool. That Evil Dead Steelbook was awesome,
Yeah.
but why is it not 4K?
Because it's a steelbook release from like 4 years
Is it
ago.
really? I've never seen it before.
But it was one of those pre-order designs that you had to like jump on, and obviously I wasn't fast enough. And then I got it. So that's like
Where was that at?
FYE at the Mills.
Anything
I'm sorry, no.
exciting coming out?
Well,
Anything worth buying?
yeah, there's a lot of good things worth buying. Booksmart, one of the best movies of the year, is available on Blu-ray. You can pick that up. No
Buy it
4K.
at Booksmart.
I wasn't like a huge fan of that movie. I enjoyed it, but not as much as everybody thought I would.
It's pretty wonderful, and I love it.
Maybe I need to rewatch it.
Maybe you should. I mean, it's really good. I'd definitely watch it again. I haven't seen this, but Men in Black International is getting a Blu-ray and
Ooh, that's interesting.
Blu-ray and 4K release.
We should just start abbreviating it to say Blue K.
Blue K. Do you have a Blue K of flowers? Also, I guess they're re-releasing Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete series.
Like the original cartoon?
Yeah, in a limited edition collection. You can pick that
Nice.
up. You can get Season 3 of True Detective on Blu-ray, which has Mahershala Ali in it. So you can check that out.
But no Alexandria Daddario naked, so I don't care.
That first season is epic for lots of reasons.
Oh, no, first season's great.
Yeah, but mostly what you just mentioned. And you can get Ma, the Octavia Spencer horror film on Blu-ray.
Directed by the Help's Tate Taylor.
Yeah. I'm curious. I didn't get to see it, so I'm still wanting to check it out. But there's a new reissue or steelbook of It from 2017 coming out in 4K. By the way, It Chapter 2 is coming out next week. And one of my favorite films of the year, Nightmare Cinema, is getting its Blu-ray release. There's also, I don't know if it's still available, but there's a limited edition VHS version of it. So
that you can't watch.
Yeah, you can if you
It'll
go
just
to
be a cool decoration piece.
You can go to a thrift store and get a piece to play it in.
I bet your VCR will not play on your 4K TV.
You know what you're gonna love though? Rambo from 2008 is getting a 4K release.
Yeah, I need to see him pulverize people in beautiful 4K.
I'm curious why they didn't put it out when they put the first 3 out, but
I think it's different studios.
But Lionsgate doesn't Lionsgate have the? I thought Lionsgate had the rights to the first 3 too for home video release, but
Yeah, because I have the 4-pack on Blu-ray.
So interesting. Maybe it's just trying to reinvigorate you for Rambo: Last Blood Chapter 2 or whatever it's called.
Maybe it's just that consciousness of like people still maybe aren't remembering
Yeah.
that there was a 2008 one.
And then Shout Factory is putting out Mary Magdalene from 2018. It was the Joaquin Phoenix, Rooney Mara film about Mary Magdalene. I did not see it. It's got a whole different reputation other than the movie itself for it's being produced by Weinstein. And I believe that's it. There's a re-release of Dogtooth from Kino Lorber. If you've never seen Dogtooth, it's an early Yorgos Lanthimos film that's amazing and fucked up. So I'd check it out. Oh, I'm sorry. There is from RLJ Entertainment. You can get Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So I guess that's a brand new release of the Elvira.
James really
movie.
hates that lady.
Why does he hate Elvira?
Like,
Is it because he's not Vampira?
I think it's because he doesn't like that it's a parody of Plan 9. I'll have to ask him.
By the way, before this goes too far, for weeks, you guys have been saying Kino Lorber, but it's Kino Lorber.
Lorber.
Yeah.
My bad. I apologize. I'll go hang myself.
Yeah, you do that. Get it right.
But anyway, that's Blu-rays.
Movie news happened this week in a segment called Real News. Not movie news like MTV. We're real news because we're real nerds. Remember Kurt Loder? What happened to him?
It's real news.
I don't know. We're glad he's not you, though.
One of my most favorite lines in Dead Man on Campus is where there's so the premise for Dead Man on Campus is these guys are trying to get their roommate to commit suicide so they can get A's in school because there's some charter in their university that if your roommate kills himself, then you get straight A's. Mm-hmm. I mean, a perfect setup for a movie.
Would not work today.
And so they can't find the right guy, but then they get this super depressed emo guy, and he's British. And they start interviewing him, and the British guy says, "Who the fuck are you? Fucking Kurt Loder." That's one of my favorite bits in it. And then they walk in on the dude, and he's singing show tunes. And they said, "Wait a minute, you're not depressed." He's like, "Yeah, I am. I'm really fucking depressed." And he makes a face, and they go, "You're not even British." So it's just an act. It's a really funny movie. Totally stupid.
Yeah.
And it's only on DVD, and I have the DVD, and it's one of those ones that isn't formatted right. So when you watch it on your 16:9 TV or your 4K, it's right in the center because it's not cropped properly. It's a horrible watch.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kino Lorber will get around to it.
You put it on your 98 film selection, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a high school classic.
Anyway, in news, though, let's just talk about it right now. That Star Wars Rise of Skywalker D23 footage.
Heck yeah.
Evil C-3PO. Red glowing lights of doom.
No one cares about C-3PO.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do. They need to because
that's just
because
what
I'm tired of people bitching about that thing at the end where Rey has a dark hood and a double lightsaber. It's badass. She looks amazing in it. Let's not get angry about that and instead focus on C-3PO becomes a killbot. That's way more interesting.
No, that's just how his eyes look when he's downloading
Here's the
information.
thing. Who's the best droid in Star Wars?
K2SO.
R2-D2 or C-3PO.
I mean, but most people aren't going to be like, "I love C-3PO." Fuck that guy.
I mean,
We like R2. He
in
saves everybody.
The Force Awakens, he had a red arm for no reason. Maybe now he has red eyes for no reason, except to be a red
Maybe
herring.
had a late night partying.
Nope, Killbot.
At the very least, I can imagine the Emperor's like channeling whatever Sith force through him to speak to the crew of the Falcon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That sounds about right.
I don't think it means anything.
No,
like,
I don't either.
Yeah.
There's
But
some shots that are beautiful though, with Rey and Kylo on the freaking busted out Death Star.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
They're
looks
really
This
good at
movie's gonna
making
be
you
awesome.
see just little glimpses of the film and making you really want to see it.
right, and it looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a great time. Like I'm curious.
I think
to see
it's
what
gonna be
they do.
amazing.
Obviously, it's going to be, but yeah, and then the way they kind of led up to it with footage from the past, like it's a nice little tribute to like this is the end. Yeah, and then I guess there was also a piece in the news where like J.J. Abrams had to clarify that he's not fixing things Rian Johnson did, which I'm like, yeah, because you didn't have to, because Rian Johnson made a brilliant film.
And J.J. Abrams was like executive producer on The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
So it's not like he didn't know what the hell was going
It's
on.
not like he went in there cold and he's like watching the film in the theater.
It-
What the fuck?
it's almost as though he was on the same page with Johnson, and J.J. Abrams doesn't care about angry fanboys.
You shouldn't make the movie you want to make.
No, exactly. Speaking of franchises,
Hot
though,
take: Last Jedi is the second best Star Wars movie. I said it.
What? Cool down, Ryan.
my favorite scene in Star Wars history is in that movie. Moving on to another franchise, though, Halloween Kills started filming, and they've added two new cast members. The one that was most recently announced is Kyle Richards, who played Lindsay Wallace in the original 1978 film, will be returning. You may know her nowadays on one of the Real Wives shows, but I guess she's returning, so that's nice. But the best news is that Tommy Doyle has been cast, and it's Anthony Michael Hall. I kind of wish it had been Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I'd say Paul Rudd would have been cooler. I mean,
or even the guy who played him in the original film. If we're gonna, bring Kyle Richards back, might as well get that kid Brian Andrews to play him. But Anthony Michael Hall is really good.
yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah, and I think he'll do the job just right.
Yeah, he'll be killed very nicely.
Given the way he looks nowadays, he can do kind of weathered, like depressed, pretty well. But yeah, and sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
We've got a ghost in here.
Ryan, there's a new Spider-Man animated series coming from Marvel.
What?
Yeah. Marvel's Spidey and His Amazing Friends is heading to Disney Junior in 2021. So something for Kellen to watch, I guess.
They had a Spider-Man animated series on Disney XD at some
Yeah,
point
it's called
recently.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But this one's
Is
Spidey
this the
and His
one
Amazing
that has
Friends.
like Deadpool cameo and he's like, okay,
That's
we're
Ultimate
then.
Spider-Man.
Does Sony not have exclusive rights to Spider-Man as a cartoon?
No.
Only movie. They have no licensing. They only have the movie rights.
Yeah.
So Marvel could do like another Spider-Verse without Sony's permission?
Not in theaters. I mean, I guess I could do one on
Just
TV.
on streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how long ago we talked about this, but they were talking about making a Flamin' Hot Cheetos movie, which was basically about the invention of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which Ryan actually filled us in on how it was like
Yeah,
a whole
it's an
story.
interesting story.
Yeah. Well, that interesting story is still in development, and it will be directed by Eva Longoria.
Nice.
So, yeah. It sounds like a very interesting project. I'm actually very curious to see what she does with it. Ryan, the original composer of Evil Dead is reimagining the score for a screening of Evil Dead in 4K. I don't remember the score for the first Evil Dead that much other than the source music of like that old record music. So how do you feel about something like that?
That's fine. I mean, if he's doing it, I mean, it can be punched up a little bit.
Right on.
I mean, they're working on no budget, so if you're able to take the music and make it better.
Maybe this is gearing up for another release of Evil
course it
Dead in
is.
4K. But if you want to see it early, you have to go to MondoCon 2019, which I didn't even know Mondo had a con. So
Yeah.
shows how much I fucking know.
I'm pretty sure I have 5 or 6 copies of Evil Dead from DVD to Blu-ray.
But you've got to keep them in case the apocalypse happens. But we have a record of Sam Raimi and his greatness. You know. That's not a
true.
joke. I'm serious. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing with the Jack Benny
Me
movies.
too. Sam Raimi doesn't make movies anymore. He's like you.
He hangs. He hangs out in his garden. Is what I've heard.
He's probably just living off that Spider-Man 4 money.
Yeah, and wouldn't you? Like, I thought he was in development on something recently.
Yeah, he is. He's always like he's more of a producer now.
Yeah. But yeah, moving on. Andy Muschietti. I still don't know how to pronounce his name.
Say it like an Italian and it'll sound better.
Andy Muschietti.
There you go.
Dominic De Coco. He confirms that he will be directing Ezra Miller's The Flash. So that is officially the slate. And he says it's gonna be a beautiful human story.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll be really fast.
Until he drops out.
They should get Tom Cavanaugh to play the Reverse Flash, because he's like so awesome he's like the best part of that TV show.
I've never seen an episode.
Yeah.
You should watch the first season and then just don't watch any of the rest of it.
Yeah, it was good until the third.
I know.
That's where I dropped off.
Big Flash fan. He just runs fast.
I heard Mark Hamill's really fun on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the first season, I think.
Who does he play?
Trickster?
Yeah, Trickster.
Okay. Right on. The last piece of news.
I know shit.
Yeah, you guys are smarter than me. I get it. The last piece of news, Richard Linklater, director of such films as Boyhood, Last Flag Flying, and most recently Where'd You Go, Bernadette. He's going to make a film adaptation of Merrily We Roll Along with Beanie Feldstein and Ben Platt. And it's going to take 20 fucking years to make. Because if you don't know Merrily We Roll Along, it kind of deals with the life of a guy who's trying to make it big on Broadway and then eventually moving into a career in movies in Hollywood. And it kind of flashes in between different points in his life. So he's going to do the Boyhood thing for Merrily We Roll Along. It's a good musical. I am very curious to see how he does it.
Yeah.
So look for that in 2040.
If we're all even still alive.
Yeah, Ryan, we'll have to even if the show's dead at that point, we'll have to revive it at that point to review it, to follow up on this news.
Richard Linklater.
That's why Sam Raimi is the greatest. And that's news. Unless you want some 1959 news, Fidel Castro just assumed power in Cuba.
Nice.
So, communism, guys, beware. And Hawaii's now a state. Congratulations.
Yay. Hawaii's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ever been?
But Lou Costello did die in 1959. So, anyway, that's your time capsule for our review this week.
We watch movies throughout the week in a segment I call What We've Been Watching.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Just want to get the Crypt Keeper to do our intros. It'd be way fun. More fun. Corinne, what'd you watch this week?
Well, I haven't been on in a while, so I'll talk about a couple of
British
things.
romantic comedies. Here we go.
Not so much, actually.
Aw.
I think I watched one British film, and it was not a romantic comedy.
Was it about tea?
It was not about tea at
It was
all.
about crumpets.
Because I have a feeling that's what most British films are about.
So
Shaun of the Dead has a great tea sequence.
Right. Do your tea and biscuits skit.
I love my tea with my biscuits. We call biscuits cookies biscuits in England because we're more sophisticated.
Woo! He did the thing!
that does make me think, though, y'all should do an episode on the Downton Abbey movie so then I can come on and rave about how much
We
I
have to have
loved
James
I
on
will-
Downton
that
Abbey
one.
seasons
I will
1
not
and
be
2.
on that episode.
Okay, then that's fine.
Be so much fun, though.
Right,
We could have
so
tea
we
and
just killed
crumpets.
somebody. Here's more tea. Right, there's tea right over there.
Oh no, the middle class, it's on the way.
It was but the chimney sweep. Wow.
Anyway,
Dick Van Dyke better have a cameo in the Downton Abbey movie with his terrible accent.
Terrible or wonderfully cartoony?
It's wonderfully cartoony, but it's...
it's
anyway.
terrible.
You do not say anything bad about Dick Van Dyke.
They're cleaning out the flume in the Abbey, and they find the crumpled, broken body of Dick Van Dyke inside it.
Oh no!
There's been a murder.
Quick, call the constable.
In a corner, like rocking back and forth. Chim chimney, chim chimney.
Then
chim,
Phoebe
chimney.
Cates walks in and starts talking about how her dad tried to be Santa Claus and fell down the chimney.
Heyo, Gremlins
It's
and Mary
Father
Poppins combined.
We should be making movies.
Fucking A.
Anyway,
And we're done with that. Just kidding.
so I finished the Miyazaki series. I have reviews of all 11 films that he directed on the Real Nerds website, so go check that out. I also have a series recap that all of you should read as well. And at the end, spoilers, I guess, I announced that I would be doing three bonus posts about the 3 movies that Miyazaki wrote but did not direct. And they are From Up on Poppy Hill, The Secret World of Arrietty, and Whispers of the Heart. I keep wanting to call it Secrets of the Heart, but it's Whispers of the Heart. And the post for the movie From Up on Poppy Hill is already on the website. And by the time this episode comes out, I will probably have the post on The Secret World of Arrietty up there as well. And then I'll put the review for Whispers of the Heart up in the next week or 2 because I haven't watched it yet.
Nice.
But I did watch its prequel. I don't know. It's weird. So it's called The Cat Returns, and it was made
Fancy
after.
cat.
He is a fancy cat, actually. His name is Baron something something something. It's Baron something von Guggenheim, whatever. He's voiced
Baron von Kitty Guggenheim.
something like that.
The third.
But he's voiced by Carrie Elways, and it's
Yes.
yeah,
That's perfect.
perfect.
That is perfect.
Perfect.
As you whiskers.
But yeah, I'm really excited to watch Whispers of the Heart because I guess he plays the same character in that movie as well. But
Whiskers of the Heart?
Whispers of the Heart, Ryan.
I'm just going to keep on
That's
doing
the
the
film
cat
I'm going to
thing.
make about my old cat.
I'm totally felining that one.
But The Cat Returns is delightfully weird. That's maybe the best way to describe
I
it.
think most Miyazaki films can be.
Well,
pretty
it's
much
not even a
characterized like that.
Miyazaki film. He
No?
wasn't even involved in it at all.
It's just Ghibli producing it.
Yeah, it's another Studio Ghibli film.
By the way, my mom started reading your articles, and now she's wanting me to purchase a bunch of Ghibli films, and I'm just like, yeah, well, you got money?
I'll probably end up watching all of the Studio Ghibli films by the end, just because I've had such fun with them.
Yeah.
They really are really well-made movies.
They're wonderful to watch.
But I feel like the ones I've watched that Miyazaki didn't direct, they're kind of bizarre. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to give it away, but you should go watch From Up on Poppy Hill because that is maybe the most bizarre teen love story I've ever seen. But I don't want to ruin it for you, so Brad's making a weird face. Yeah, I didn't know what I was in for, and then I was like, oh,
I've never seen it. I don't know.
okay. But I have watched a couple of other Japanese animation movies that are not Studio Ghibli, and they're both wonderful movies.
Ninja Scroll?
No, Ryan.
Damn it.
The first one is called Your Name, and it is excellent.
That's what
I mean, I think it's like 73 on the IMDb Top 250.
It's got
and
really good reception.
Yes, I absolutely understand why. This is, I mean, it's almost perfect. It's just, the characters are great. The animation is just beyond stunning. The music works. I mean, it's so well put together, and it just knocks your socks off. I don't want to talk about it too much, because it's one of those movies that the less you know going into it, I think the more you'll enjoy it. If I gave away the premise now, I think you'd be like, that doesn't really sound good. But when you watch it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so weird and just fun, and then crazy shit
Making it
happens.
2016?
And yeah,
Yeah, I remember because it's on one of those lists of overrated films.
I don't think it's overrated.
J.J.
I
Abrams.
totally made that up.
J.J. Abrams wants to do a live action version of it, or like produce one. Like, I don't know the premise, but like,
I think he would be able to do it.
yeah.
Him or Ryan Johnson.
Ooh.
Wink, wink. That might give you a hint as to what it's about.
Ewoks?
No.
A detective mystery?
No. Anyway.
A plane crashes and they might be in purgatory?
No. Anyway.
It's Lost.
So
It's still
then,
on.
yeah, I know what Lost is. Okay. I watched that entire fucking show
Is it about the
as it was airing. So
Is it about the penultimate episode of a teacher turned meth dealer?
no.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's Better Call Saul.
and then the other one I watched is called Mirai, and it was nominated for Best Animated Picture at the Oscars last year and lost to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
Because it
which,
should have.
as it should have. Yes, I agree. I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a better movie, but Mirai is also delightful and fun. And the premise kind of gets a little repetitive, but I think it's aware of that. By the time you get exhausted, it's like, okay, now we're going to switch it up a little bit. So this one I will talk about because it's not super ruining it, like with Your Name. It's about this young boy named Kuhn. He's probably like Kellen's age, actually. He's like maybe 5. And his parents have another kid. So he has a baby sister, and he's trying to adjust to his parents giving the baby more attention than they give him now. So he, because he was an only child and now he's not. So he goes on this like magical kind of time warping adventure where he gets to meet his sister from the future and gets to meet like other relatives from the past, and it all comes together beautifully at the very end with this like beautiful image of like the family tree, and so you should all check it out. I bet you guys would like it, Ryan.
Maybe.
You and
Does
Kellen
someone
could
die
watch
in it? Like violently. That's all I care about.
No, it's a family film.
Man, every time I think of Japanese anime, I just think of Ninja Scroll, so I don't know. It's like in
Fisk,
Ninja
fisk.
Scroll, people get hit in the head and blood literally geysers out of them, so... I think you should watch that. I think you'd really like it.
Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be one movie I would never let you watch.
Ninja Scrolls.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Knowing you, I don't think you would like that one.
Okay.
Agreed.
See, now you're kind of making me like want to watch it. Is this your? Is
Reverse
this your?
psychology's
I was
working.
gonna say. I was like, this is your plan
I mean,
all
if you
along.
like demons and blood and guts and fucking,
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll is
Okay.
right.
And
Maybe
abuse of
not
women.
the last one, but
Yeah.
yeah. So those are all great. You should check them out. I also watched How to Train Your Dragon 3. Really good movie.
Keep
When are they going
Chat.
to train these dragons?
Yes. Yeah.
They
I
keep
think
going untrained.
Kelly got excited.
So-
he loves
something.
those movies.
The trailer for the 4th one comes out. Like, how many times do we have to be taught this lesson?
No, they bring a really nice end to the series. I don't
okay.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
they would be able to make a 4th one
No,
given
it's
the ending
definitely
of
an end of it,
the
yeah.
3rd.
Until whatever studio's like,
DreamWorks.
revenue goes down. Like,
Yeah,
How to train
possibly.
Shrek with your dragon.
I'm not a huge like DreamWorks animation person. I like Kung Fu Panda and I like the How to Train Your Dragon movies, but this one is just it's stunning. They're at the very end. I noticed. Whoops.
No, you can go.
There at the very end. I noticed like in the finals, like one of the final scenes between Hiccup and Toothless. There's like you get kind of a medium shot on Toothless, and you can see Hiccup reflected in his eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, just like the attention to detail in this movie is insane. So props to the animators for that. I also watched the one British movie I did watch. It was Brideshead Revisited. I think it's the 2008 version.
Okay.
It has Haley Atwell, Michael Gambon, Emma Thompson, and Matthew Good in it.
That was
And
like a
it's
that was like a movie
excellent.
that they were pushing for like Oscar buzz that year, or like it like had a momentum for like a second.
See, and some of my friends have read read the book, and I haven't. But I really enjoyed this movie. But from talking to my friends about it, it sounded like they kind of cut out things or simplified things, which is like, yeah, it's a movie adaptation.
Yeah, it's an
so-
adaptation. No spoilers. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. I did find another miniseries I haven't watched yet, so I'm wondering if that might be more faithful to the book, but I'll have to watch it
I'd have to
some other
imagine
time.
so if it's like if they are able to breathe with their time. So, but I've never seen Brideshead Revisited, but it's a title that kind of comes up every so often where I'm like, I should give that a watch or a read even. So
Right. It's kind of in the vein of Room with a View, where, it's like a British kind of sort of, well, this one is more dramatic than Room with a View, but it's another like British property that kind of gets thrown around sometimes, but I feel like nobody's ever actually seen it.
you okay, bud?
And then the last two things I'll talk about is I was trying to find the Jean Cocteau La Belle et la Bête, and I was looking for it on Amazon Prime, and I typed in Beauty and the Beast, and the two things that popped up were the Linda Hamilton Ron Perlman TV show and this 2015 Italian miniseries of Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
And I like one far more than the other, and that's the TV show. Like, the TV show is just, it's melodramatic and cheesy, and I love it.
And
so.
it has Ron Perlman in it.
It has Ron Perlman in it.
Yeah. He's pretty good no matter what you put him in.
That is very true.
It's almost as if, though, we should give him a third Hellboy movie instead of just trying to recast it and redo it like a bunch of idiots. God damn it, Hollywood!
God, he's so consistently good in anything I've seen him in.
Oh yeah,
and he has like the best voice ever for any kind of acting.
I love him in Kronos, Guillermo del Toro's directorial debut. He plays like he's like the one character, like it's because it's bilingual as a film, and his character's American, and somehow he just like melds in with that world so well. Like it's amazing.
I loved him as Slade on Teen Titans when I was a kid, and his voice is just perfection. And then of course when he was on the Blacklist in season 2, they totally wasted him. I was so pissed. But I mean, and that was like the Super Bowl episode anyway, so it's like, really? You had like all this chance to be awesome. You had Ron freaking Perlman, and then it was just stupid. Anyway, but yeah, the Linda Hamilton, Ron Perlman TV shows, yeah, it's very cheesy and it's kind of formulaic, but I really have enjoyed it.
Nice.
They had Tony J on as like guest star on a couple of episodes. I was like, yes. And yeah, but then the Italian miniseries I watched is just garbage. The production value is not too bad, but it's the writing that really just basically the Beast is like abusive and gaslighting and like a stalker, and it's just
so metaphorically a beast.
Yes, yeah, he's not actually a beast. He's like human, but he has like a tiny little like scar over his eye, and he wears this like quarter of like a phantom mask, and it looks really stupid. It's like, wow, you have a mask that covers up a quarter of your face. How pointless. And then when he takes it off and he's trying to be all dramatic, I'm like, honestly, you look sexier with the scar.
I mean, how else are you gonna know he's the bad guy if he doesn't have a scar or a mask?
I know, right? So I might end up writing an article about why I think that is such garbage, because it's really bad. It's very weird to go from this great equal functioning relationship in the TV show to this absolutely atrocious relationship between the Beauty and the Beast character in the miniseries. So anyway, don't watch the miniseries, but do go watch the TV show. It's on Amazon Prime. I finished season 1, and I'm gonna start season 2 here pretty soon.
Awesome.
So that's all I've been watching.
Brad, what'd you watch this week?
What did I watch this week? Well, like I said at the top of the show, I've been watching a bunch of Workaholics on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
And the show's funny.
Yep.
Really not much else to say about it. It's not deep.
No, it's just a bunch of dudes being stupid, really.
Yeah, their antics are pretty funny.
Yeah.
I started watching the new Dark Crystal series on Netflix. Came out yesterday.
Me and my wife have to get a new Netflix account because ours is being watched by somebody in Israel.
Oh.
So we closed ours. I'm going to open up a different one.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, that's weird.
So
check your credit card then.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did.
And yeah, it's production value wise, it's amazing. Like it seems like the budget's way more than the 1982 movie. But the story, I'm a bit confused. Like there's a lot going on. A lot of the characters look the same. And I'm confused exactly what time period it's in. It must be a prequel because Chamberlain is a character in it.
Honestly, I don't remember anything from the movie, so I would be no help to you on
I've
this.
never seen it.
So at the end of the movie, the Skeksis, and then I forget, it's not the Gelflings, but the other creatures, they like merge into like one godlike creature and then like disappear.
Oh, that's right.
So in the show, the Skeksis are still around, and the Gelflings aren't like almost extinct. So it must be a prequel, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like elements that make it seem like none of that ever happened. Which,
Maybe it's like a Halloween situation where it's kind of like a
soft reboot.
Yeah, or it's kind of like a alternate version of the same reality.
Yeah, but they also talk about like the different time periods of the world of Thra. So I don't know. And then Mark Hamill is actually the voice of the scientist Skeksis. Which is fun to start picking out voices. There's a couple other famous people in there. Yeah, it's interesting, but I'm having a hard time following the story because it doesn't like jump into the dilemma right away because there's 10 episodes of it and they're all an hour long.
Wow.
So there's a lot of ground to cover, but
expensive show.
Yeah. It looks gorgeous. And obviously they can do a lot more puppeteering wise. Yeah. And there's a lot of blends of CGI in it. which are a little funky, but whatever. Yeah, and then again, I don't remember if I talked about scary stories to tell in the dark. I saw that.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
You think we'd be better at remembering stuff?
I know, especially something that's like only 2 weeks old.
Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, I saw it, and I think the thing I most appreciated was the time period. Like, I actually didn't realize it was the 70s until like halfway through the movie. I thought it was just a bunch of kids like like hipster throwback wear. I was like, oh, this is in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, it's 68 or 69.
Because there's one part where like Nixon shows up on the TV, and I'm like, oh, they just wandered into a room that like changed into the past. And I was like, oh, this whole movie's been in the past. Gotcha.
Yeah, because not everything has to be steeped in 80s nostalgia, like Stranger Things.
No, it does.
Snap.
Everything's better steeped in 80s nostalgia.
It 100%
Trust me.
is.
Yeah, nothing new is great. Except for Avengers Endgame. Man, that's 5 years in the future.
That's true. Technically, that is in the future.
Yeah, everything about the MCU is now 5 years in the future always.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's some goofy parts like the like corrupt cop just kind of stands there and like acts like an idiot when the twisted man starts like going after him. Yeah, I don't know.
It's fun.
And then the main girl or whatever is like pretty impressive.
Yeah,
like acting wise.
No, I think it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty shocking for its rating, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's. I've been reading some articles. Maybe it's on the Hollywood Reporter. I agree with him. It's a good gateway horror film where there's some like scary elements, but it's not overblown. Yeah. And I think young teenage kids, 12, 13, it's a good entry into more heady stuff.
Yeah.
Step above like super kiddie horror.
Yeah.
Like Goonies and like Monster Squad. Like it goes above that.
Yeah, like visually it had some pretty interesting stuff to see, but
well, the director's great.
Yep.
Yeah. And Del Toro helped out with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the director is Troll Hunter guy and Autopsy of Jane Doe. So.
No, I just helped write the story, and then I helped give them some monsters, and that was it. I'm Guillermo del Toro. Make Hellboy 3.
I feel like there's something really specific I want to say, but that was like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, so it's gone.
That Dean Norris is great in anything, even if he's just standing there talking on a phone. Yeah, he's pretty good in that movie.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't have a lot to do. He just gets to look sad and stand around. I think he has like 2 scenes.
Yeah. He'll get more in the sequel.
And then the last thing I saw was Avengers Endgame for the 14th time.
Oh my gosh!
It's at the dollar theater, so it's $4. And the price of that is that no one gives a shit how they're acting in the theater.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure for 3 straight hours, these teens behind me, I was in the front row and they were way back, but I could hear them constantly giving their commentary on the movie. And then the most annoying thing is, so I went in, I had my camera on me, and then about 5 minutes into me sitting down, like I had to like defend myself on why I didn't have my camera to the management. I'm just like, so, do you not confiscate cell phones? Because everyone else in here has a camera. Mine just looks different.
That's cameraism.
Like, they can all record the movie, too, if they wanted to.
I think they're more worried about the fact that you're bringing a bag into the theater.
They didn't ask me about my bag, oddly enough. But it's like so frustrating.
Hey, move that gun out of the way. Was that a camera?
Yeah, so that's just frustrating. Like, I'm just there to take pictures of their cool, like, it was the Elvis Arvada, so it has like this weird, it looks like a spaceship. I'm walking through it, so I'm just like taking pictures of the cool LED lights and stuff, and one person's like, well, don't take any pictures of our logo on our shirts. I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't want those.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it's just weird in 2019 that people are still bent out of shape. Like I get if it's like, oh, he's sitting there in the theater recording the movie. Yeah. Actually, the guy taking the tickets is like, did you bring your tripod with you? I'm like, no.
Excuse me, Mr. Manager, can you tell those teens to shut up? I'm trying to make a living selling bootlegs.
Felt while I crashed into a pool of water.
That sounds really fun. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Is he talking about that Office episode where they crash into the lake? Yeah, so whatever.
Yep.
It's like, oh, big scary camera.
Yeah. Fuck them.
If it was the 80s, like that would be the average looking camera.
Well, you gotta think sometimes when people are able to say something, they will. Like,
yeah. Even the the security guard there cared less about it than the management. She's like, this guy's fine. Yeah. Just taking pictures of your crazy architecture.
I haven't been to that one in a long time. I saw Terminator 2 there.
Wow.
And I remember because my aunt dropped us off. She was seeing some other like kid movie with my young cousin, and so she got us tickets to see Terminator, my brothers and my cousin. And we got there so early, so we walked in, and we said, "Oh, our mom's already in there." And the guy said, "No, she's not." We're like, "Nope." So my older brother put his jacket underneath him so he'd sit taller.
And I wanted
Like, dude, just go watch the movie.
with like a driving thing, and then I wanted to take me up. But
Okay.
no seatbelt.
Oh, that is crazy.
With all water doing this, I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. And also this one dude's phone kept like getting text messages and you could hear it. So it's like, yeah, maybe you guys should spend more time policing cell phones in the movie than my
Dude,
camera.
I make $9 an hour.
Yeah, it's like you run a $4 theater. Like,
They saw video games in the lobby.
no.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
they
I haven't
used
been
to?
there in 26 years. Or when did Terminator 2 come out?
91.
Yeah, so 28 years.
They sold NES and Super NES games in that theater?
No, they had arcade stands.
Oh, yeah. I think they had like a Neo Geo there.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, they've also got like the motorbike arcade stuff, you know.
But no, there's like a full blown one. I remember because they had Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was
awesome.
mine. I think that's his hand. Yeah.
Good
Anyway,
old days.
that's what I watched.
Zach,
Not
just
a
a
whole lot.
couple things.
Yeah, just a couple things. I didn't get to talk about it last week, but I saw The Grinch, the Illumination film from last year.
Scott Mosier's The Grinch.
Yeah, it's got
With Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
I didn't love it. There's a lot of stuff going on that I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to Illumination. Like, I don't like them taking cues from DreamWorks, the DreamWorks book, where they just throw in a lot of pop culture references and stick in modern music. I mean, like their version of the Grinch song is fine, but it's a little weird. But I'm used to a certain type of Grinch.
I think the story about the little girl and stuff is really good.
That's the thing that's amazing about the film is that it manages to find a way to expand the Grinch story in a reasonable way that isn't the Jim Carrey version.
No, that movie's awful.
Yeah, no, it's Ron Howard's worst movie, or I think. But
Pretty safe.
I think I mean, I haven't thought of Ron Howard's filmography in a while. But Cumberbatch is great as the Grinch. I like the way they kind of flow in and out of that story, and I like the story of Cindy Lou Who, as Ryan was mentioning, like her side story. It's kind of trying to find somebody to help her.
Remember
mom.
in Avengers Endgame where Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange does the one, and you're all like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Oh wait, now we're talking about the Grinch.
I forgot during their Avengers, I was going to say, like, you know, I don't care about the Academy Awards, but if they're giving them out this year, what they need to go to fucking Robert Downey Jr. Because, wow, like, his clip for his Oscar thing should be when he's
Yelling at Steve Rogers.
telling
Fucking
Steve
A it
Rogers,
is.
like, he trusted him and everything.
Yeah. Where were you?
But I know they'll actually, if they did, they'd probably pull something from when he's talking to his dad, because, yeah.
No.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, it's one of the better Illumination movies I've seen in a while. Like, I don't mind Despicable Me and Minions, like they're whatever.
You know,
but
I actually read an article that, on the Hollywood Reporter. They were talking about why Secret Life of Pets 2 and Men in Black International failed. Is it franchise fatigue?
yeah, you were talking about a little bit about
And
this last
I
week.
don't think so, because the problem with The Secret Life of Pets is it's just not a good movie. So if a lot of people saw the first movie,
Yeah.
and then you go see it, then
Yeah. I mean, like,
who cares?
I said it before, but I watched the first 25 minutes of the first Secret Life of Pets, and I shut it off.
Yeah, it's garbage.
And I like the writer of that film, so it was kind of a shame. But
Ron Howard directed The Dilemma?
yeah, he did.
Wow.
That's actually not terrible. Like, Channing Tatum's great in it. Kevin James is whatever. I rewatched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Still a good movie. Still fucking rocks. Only frustrating part was that I was at the Alamo Littleton, and I put in my order 20 minutes before the movie started, so like as they were starting to seat, and these 3 annoying douchebags sat next to me, were talking up a storm, were commenting throughout the movie, and they got their food before me. And so I I flagged a guy down and I said, like, look, man, like, I don't appreciate not getting my food before these guys on top of them talking up a storm. So
Get out.
But they
Too bad we can't stay.
but he rectified the situation immediately. They comped my food, and it was good overall.
Did you not flag the waiter down for the dudes talking?
No, because they stopped at a certain point, but what was really peeving me off was just like, like I put in my order, I write a nice note for them, and to have my food not get delivered before them, like, was kind of weird, because like I didn't ask for anything major, but like they got all their like beer and drinks and stuff like that, so it's peeved me off a little bit. But I tend not to flag people down for talking unless it's like absolutely the worst.
Fuck 'em.
But
You're not ruining my Alamo experience.
But yeah, no, it's just me.
Just be an asshole like me, Zach. And
You guys have like the worst movie experiences between Brad.
I
Seems
think
like
it's because we
Brad's
go so
always
many
complaining
times.
about
so
something.
we just find more ways to complain. I watched some Hitchcock films that weren't related to our film this week. I watched Sabotage from 1936. It's an amazing film. Has a big contribution by Walt Disney for one of the best scenes in the movie, which is Sylvia Sidney's character crying and kind of like processing the death of her little brother to the cartoon Who Killed Cock Robin. It's a good film, and Hitchcock usually complained in interviews that he made the mistake of killing a kid with the bomb with a bomb going off, and because prior to that death he had built up the suspense of the bomb and when is it going to go off. And he always said down the line, like, you should never have the bomb go off. You should set it up, you should draw the suspense, but you should never have the bomb go off. I don't necessarily agree with him, but I don't disagree either. I think there's a momentum that's lost in the third act after that moment happens, but it's not enough to disturb the impact of the picture. And then I rewatched Saboteur, which is from 1942. They started production on this film within like the span of before the war and after the war starting. As they were in pre-production and doing storyboards, some guy ran in and yelled, Pearl Harbor just got attacked. But if you've never seen Saboteur, it's about a guy who works at an aircraft factory. There's a fire set. He gets blamed for the fire because he handed a fire extinguisher that ended up being filled with gasoline to his friend who got killed. So he goes on the run trying to clear his name. And along the way, he meets Priscilla Lane, and they kind of travail throughout until they, reach a climax where it turns out that a lot of rich people are involved in trying to bring down America. It's pretty interesting how the big ballroom sequence in Saboteur is probably one of the scariest things I've seen Hitchcock do that's not horror related, because they're basically trapped. It's similar to Ready or Not. Like, they're trapped in this house full of these elite people who are kind of like, there's no way out for him to get out. And every time you think he has an out, he doesn't. And it's shot really well and executed really well. Of course, the Statue of Liberty sequence where the guy falls off, it's still pretty amazing. I like that there's no music underneath it, because it just kind of plays up the suspense a lot more.
Do you know where the word sabotage comes from?
Saboteur.
The Dutch workers rebelling against their employers would throw their wooden shoes into the machinery, called sabot, hence the word sabotage. Yeah. That's a Star Trek 6 reference, guys.
Yeah,
yes! I was like, wow, Brad knows history. I'm going, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, Kim Cattrall.
Uh-huh.
Star Trek will make you really smart, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it will. I know a lot about flutes thanks to that show. I watched a film that I've been looking for a while called Charlie McCarthy Detective, and it's from 1938. Ryan, you know of Charlie McCarthy because of Fun and Fancy Free, and I'm sure you just know him in general. So this is a movie that was made by Universal to capitalize on that success, and it's pretty awful. It's pretty garbage. The basic story is that Charlie McCarthy and Edgar Bergen are caught up in a murder plot involving gangsters, corrupt newspapermen, and South American prisoners. There's weird Steppenfetchit stereotype characters in the movie, and the only thing that saves it are certain comedy bits with Charlie McCarthy, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen from that era. And it sucks because there's better Edgar Bergen Charlie McCarthy movies. Like, the thing I will say about the film and why I couldn't like give it half a star is because at the end of the day, it's very amazing how Edgar Bergen was able to make you believe Charlie McCarthy was a living, breathing thing. So much so that if you really watch Edgar Bergen, like, he's moving his lips a lot, but it doesn't matter because that character's so well developed that it just works. That's why if you watch Fun and Fancy Free or You Can't Cheat an Honest Man or Letter of Introduction, it works. Charlie McCarthy is a living, breathing character just because of the personality that's put into it. So,
McCarthyism does suck.
But yeah, I would not recommend Charlie McCarthy Detective. Watch any of those other films I mentioned for that particular situation. And then the last thing I saw this week was...
It reminds me of my personal trainer. He's like, this is the last thing I watched, and then there's always like one more. Every time I work out, he's like, all right, this is the last set, and I'm going, like, okay, we're going to do one more exercise.
Yes. I do fitness cinema, so... The last thing I saw is one of the best movies I've seen this year. It's called Be Natural, The Untold Story of Alice Guy Blaché. It's the story of the first female filmmaker and one of the first filmmakers who innovated
Boring.
Hey,
Yeah, who innovated
let the man speak.
who innovated different storytelling techniques that we still utilize today. She was scrubbed from history by both the production company that she worked for.
Well, she wanted to
tirelessly
take
for
off
20
3 days a month. Come on.
Yeah, I got that. But it's a very spellbinding documentary because of her story and how much she got fucked in the realm of film history.
Wow, you really emphasized that. Fuck.
Yeah, because she got fucked. She got fucked.
She really got
In more
fucked.
ways than one.
No. She got fucked from a historical sense.
Okay.
She did not get her proper due. She spent the last 20 years of her life trying to
The studio really ran a train on her.
get her name in history placed among the greats. And even after she died, people were still doubting her, even though there's evidence to back it up. And just it's amazing how this was able to go on. But it shines a light on a person that up till now has kind of been a footnote for some filmmakers, like Kino Lorber.
Oh, there you go.
Kino Lorber put out a box set of pioneers of African American cinema and pioneers of women filmmakers, and the women's filmmakers has Alice Guy Blaché's films in there. The documentary is very well executed. It also tries to track down her last remaining relatives, and from there they actually reconnect a lot of her history to tell her story. And the film's also about film restoration and how important that fucking is. So it is a pretty wonderful film. You can check it out on Amazon Prime now, and I believe it's on DVD. I don't see a Blu-ray available for it, but yeah, it's really amazing. It's one of the best things I've seen this year. So that's all I watched this week.
Behind every man is a woman not getting credit for her work.
Yep, which is why it's very important too.
Yep. There's a reason why I'm a police officer, because my wife supported me through the whole thing.
Well, and then Zach and I, whenever we recorded the Shamley silhouette for The Lady Vanishes, you were talking about his wife and how she was as much a part of the Alfred Hitchcock kind of experience as he was.
This is not my quote, but the Hitchcock touch had 4 hands and 2 of them were Alma's.
Yeah, Alma. I couldn't remember
Alma
her
Rebel. Geez, it's incredible how much she had to contribute to his legacy. Anyway, sorry. Ryan?
I just watched a few things. I watched a couple things this week. I watched 2 Cary Grant films. I watched The Gambling Ship.
I love that. That's like... I want to know about this one above anything else, because I've heard the term The Gambling Ship in other radio shows.
So in it, Cary Grant is a no-good crook, and he's fixing to go straight. So he moves out to San Francisco, but on the way there, he rides on the train and falls in love with this lady who's mixed up with the mob. Mm-hmm. And the mobster is running the ship that is a gambling ship, and he can't pay his losses, so he welches on some of his stuff, and so the other mob family that runs the other ship come after him. And in the meantime, Cary Grant's out there just trying to get his life straight, and he ends up taking over the ship for the guy and just being a tough guy. It's a different role for Cary Grant because usually he doesn't play tough guys too often. I'd say maybe 1 in every 10, 11 films.
Sounds like a scoundrel.
He is.
Like not the same kind of scoundrel.
No, he's not. He's not a very good guy in it.
No.
But,
skeevy. That's the word.
But he wants to go straight, and then chaos ensues between the warring mobsters. Yeah, I mean it's an entertaining movie.
A little melodramatic, but fun.
Yeah, melodramatic.
Okay.
I mean, not as much as the next one, which is Wings in the Dark, which Cary Grant is a pilot. I always like him as a pilot. He's a pilot in a few movies.
He looks like he could fly a plane
He
real
does.
good.
And it's
I'd trust him.
What's the lady's name in Blanding's Dream House? Myra Loy.
Myrna Loy.
So she's in it, and she's this really great female pilot. And it's
Wait. A female pilot?
Interesting is they talk about how she can't get a fair shake because they won't let females fly in the war. They won't let them deliver the mail. So it's really interesting.
Fucking men.
And here's Cary Grant. He's a hotshot pilot, and he does what he wants. And then he's offered $25,000 to fly from New York to Moscow. And so this is, I think, 5 or 6 years after Lindbergh. So he's going to, and then he's really mean to the female pilot, and he says, then he apologizes to her. He's like, let's get some coffee. And he goes to light the oven, and the fire burns him in his eyes, and he can't see. So now he's blind. And being a pilot meant everything to him. So now that he can't see, he's depressed. And
does he have to wear a blindfold over his eyes like in the Matrix Revolutions?
No. And so the female pilot, I can't remember the characters' names. She kind of takes him in, and of course they fall in love. And it's actually kind of an interesting movie because of how things in aviation are now. So she lies to him and says that the stories he's writing are going to be published. So she takes more jobs so she can raise this $200 that he got paid for his stories.
Right.
And he takes that money and he parlays it into developing an automated pilot flying system through sounds and pings, which they do now. I mean, it's through computers, but it's basically the same thing.
Right.
And so she takes the flight from New York to Moscow, or Moscow to New York, and while she's doing that, on her way back, there's lots of fog and she can't land. So Cary Grant decides to fly blind, literally, flies up there to.
Then
just find it, buddy. I don't know.
Wait, he's watching Of Mice and Men?
Yeah. So he flies his plane up there, and he's going to take her back down because she can't land. And he says, "Just follow me."
Right.
And she says, "Well, when we get down there, I can't. Whatever." And he says, "No, I'm going to land the plane as soon as I get down. I'm going to fly back up and fly until the plane runs out of gas, and I'm just going to die." Basically, he's going to commit suicide.
Yeah, he'll arrive in Valhalla.
Yeah. So when he lands, she actually runs her plane into his, causing it to crash, and they both survive. And at the end, they're all, because she did that flight, and it's the furthest flight ever, and they're riding in a car, and the flash bulbs are going off, and the last line is, I can see the light." So his blindness was cured by flashing bulbs. That was like, there are a lot of these movies in the golden age of Hollywood have the Hollywood ending.
Oh yeah.
And the movie's still pretty good.
Yeah, I always try to tell people, don't complain too much about the endings or the movies we get today, because we'll show you 15 films that are way cheesier.
And the thing too about this golden age of Hollywood is endings feel really rushed.
Oh yeah.
Because
they wrap up the third act pretty.
Yeah, because it seems like they have a climax and 5 minutes and it's over. Because a lot of these films are an hour and 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
so let's get to the end.
The pacing's kind of off on some of the shorter ones. Like, unless they're like 80 minutes, like if anything's shorter than that, like, I love Invisible Man, but Invisible Man has that kind of near the end too, because it's a little sped up. But yeah, no, like not like the movie we're going to review for the main show. Like that climax is well calculated.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so wrong.
You're wrong.
Anyway.
So yeah, no, I really like Cary Grant as a pilot. Whether it's that one, I mean, the movie is really melodramatic, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Only Angels Have Wings is a great film.
Oh yeah,
and then The Eagle and the Hawk is amazing.
that's the one I want to watch because I've seen Only Angels Have Wings.
So he's always really good as a pilot. And the last thing I watched is I saw a Robert Downey Jr. movie I've never seen before. Mill Crook.
Wait, your crusade like years ago of seeing all of his movies was a fraud? You didn't get them all?
I tried to get them all. Some of his movies are a little harder to find.
I think you disclaimed that though.
Yeah,
like, there were certain.
I always
My
do.
world is falling apart.
So, anyways, in 1989, Robert Downey Jr. co-stars with James Woods as I know it gets even funnier in a movie called True Believer, and in it,
Stanley's not in it.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, you think this is like 30 years old? I mean, this dude has been around for so long. Anyway, so he's this new hotshot lawyer. He's going to work for I can't remember characters' names right now. I'm really tired, but James Woods is this left-wing activist lawyer.
Wow.
What? With a ponytail, and he only takes on like drug people that he thinks that they shouldn't go to jail for like a little weed. I'm like, wow, he's really stretching it here because this is
not him at all.
Who he is now,
He's just acting through his teeth, like
yeah, because who he is now is nowhere near who he is in this character.
This is bizarre.
As this character,
Yeah.
Anyways, they take on this case of this Asian man who is accused of murdering or assassinating someone in the middle of Chinatown, and then he also kills a white supremacist in prison. So he's
This is very off character for James Woods.
so
I'm going to tell you which kind of pet predators I want to watch.
okay.
Rats and snakes and the rats with...
Okay, well you find it, buddy. I'm doing my podcast right now. Okay?
I think Helen just said the name of the last White Zombie song.
No, he likes to watch YouTube stuff where it's like animals crawling through. There you go, buddy.
There you
Like
go.
so, like hamsters, like crawling through Lego sets.
That's actually pretty fun. I'd watch those too.
So, anyways, so James Woods doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore, like helping out people that need help a lot. Now he just does the drug cases, and they do this montage of Robert Downey Jr. looking at all the newspaper clippings where he's fighting for like poor people, and go, wow, this is really surreal. Like watching this right now. And I mean, James Woods is good in it. Robert Downey Jr. is good in it. The movie is good. It's not great. It's a courtroom drama that came out the same year as A Few Good Men, and A Few Good Men is about 30,000 times better.
Wait, Few Good Men came out in
89, right?
80, no. Few Good Men came out in the 90s.
Is he sure?
Fairly sure, yeah.
like
I think it's like 92.
Maybe you're right. But anyways, it's in that. I guess it's in that era of they have a lot of courtroom dramas.
92, yeah.
And yeah, A Few Good Men is way better.
It's a legal thriller.
Yeah.
Like a Firm or a...
Yeah, I mean
or
it's
a-
better than Legal Eagles. But
It's not a bar that's too hard to get over.
I mean Robert Redford's in Legal Eagles.
Yeah.
And there's a Rod Stewart song in it.
how old is Robert Downey Jr.?
54.
54, yeah.
I was trying to think, like, is he playing 10 years younger as Tony Stark? Because
I don't think so.
in the movie they say he's like born around 1970 because that whole sequence.
Yeah, because in an Endgame he'd be like 53.
But
yeah.
Downey Jr. was on Saturday Night Live in the 80s, so he
Yeah.
would have been like 12.
Yeah, no, he was born in 60 something. Yeah, he was. I think he was the
Yeah.
youngest cast member ever on Saturday Night Live, if I remember right.
So he's playing like 10 years younger as Tony Stark.
yeah, and then by the time they get to Endgame, he's his normal age, I guess.
Since it's in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tack on 5
So yeah,
years.
the movie's
He
all
was
right.
born in 65.
65. So yeah, 54. I'm right. But yeah, it's good. I mean, he did not assassinate the guy, and there's corruption all around, and they solve it.
I mean, it sounds amazing, and you know, it's solidified why James Woods is one of the most highest paid and most respected actors of all. Oh, wait a minute.
So who is the true believer?
Well, so the true believer is
Stanley.
None of them. It's me.
is Robert Downey Jr. believing that there's good in James Woods' heart.
So you're saying the movie's a lie?
Yep, and he has a ponytail too, James Woods. It's really weird, but I mean, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's an asshole, but he's a good actor.
He's great in Vampires.
Yeah. Yep.
He's great as Hades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's great as Hades. He's actually one of my favorite Disney villains. I wonder if he get cast in a Disney villain nowadays. I wonder if his personal life is impeding a little bit on that.
He's a great scumbag in Casino.
Yeah.
Apparently, Hades is like his favorite role, so he'll play him like anytime, anywhere. He was on like the House of Villains thing.
Oh yeah, I even liked his. I think his best delivery in that is after he tries to throw Hercules in the pit thing, and Hercules like walks up and punches him in his face like, "Yeah, I deserve that."
I think he's responsible for one of the few times on a Simpsons episode where they had to bleep a line because he's studying for a role as a convenience store clerk, so he works in the Quickie Mart, and he's trying to get the cheese off of the microwave. He's like, "Stupid cheese!"
Yep, James Woods.
Yeah.
This week on Real Nerds Podcast, we went back in time to 1959 to see the Alfred Hitchcock's latest thriller starring Hollywood's favorite comedian, Cary Grant, in North by Northwest. Corinne, people see North by Northwest?
Yeah.
Perfect. Brad, first experience with the Alfred Hitchcock film, first Cary Grant film?
Probably, yeah.
Should people see Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest starring Cary Grant?
Did we miss a segment? Because it's only like an hour and 20 in the show, and there's 4 of us here.
No.
No. You've just been
we did
really quick and
everything.
efficient today.
Well, there's no catching the classics because I'm here. So.
Oh, so we saved 20 minutes?
Sorry.
Yeah, North by Northwest. It's a fine movie.
Oh, you fucker.
Yeah.
How is it you've seen Avengers Endgame 14 times
Have
and
you
you've
seen it? It's
never
amazing.
seen an Alfred
All the special
Hitchcock
effects hold
movie
up
until now?
People are like acting like normal people would.
Dude, did you see that?
There's interesting shots.
Miss Marvel's hair was CGI?
Huh? Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Anyways,
The most mundane things in those Avengers movies are CGI. It's crazy.
Zach?
I mean, I'm super biased at this point. Yeah, no, this is one of the most fun, adventurous, and like pure escapist at its best entertainments that you'll ever see in film history. It's amazing. We'll chat more about it after the trailer. Ryan, should we see a movie that stars sexy McSexterson?
McSexterton?
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is my favorite Grant film is always The Awful Truth, but this is really close.
This is like it's like the ultimate Cary Grant.
This is the ultimate. If you want to know who Cary Grant is,
Mm-hmm.
North by Northwest encapsulates who he is for 2 hours.
And it's one of the ultimate Hitch pictures
Yep.
from a certain angle, because we'll talk about that. But yeah.
Here's the trailer for North by Northwest.
I'm an advertising man, not a red herring. I've got a job, a secretary, a mother, 2 ex-wives, and several bartenders dependent upon me. And I don't intend to disappoint them all by getting myself slightly killed.
Cary Grant becomes a secret agent against his will. Propelled at gunpoint onto the highest level of international intrigue and framed for murder. Cary Grant, running for his life, searching for a man who doesn't exist, and a secret nobody knows, and finding a blonde who has all the answers.
Hello there.
Tell me, why are you so good to me?
Shall I climb up and tell you why?
At breakneck speed, they race together toward the excitement that lies dead ahead, north by northwest.
How do I know you aren't a murderer?
You don't.
Cary Grant, Eva Marie Saint, and James Mason as the man of sinister surprises.
Apparently, the only performance that'll satisfy you is when I play dead.
In your very next role, you'll be quite convincing, I assure you.
The perfect setup for suspense. With the perfect woman and the perfect crime. As Alfred Hitchcock takes you north by northwest.
put in my phone number to win that really cool poster that they had out there, but if it's that one, it's not really that cool because I can see like the pixelated circle and like they didn't render it enough when they printed it.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's just a picture of what you're going to see.
I hope it is because I want to win that.
Yeah, no.
In North by Northwest, Cary Grant plays a ad executive named Roger Thornhill.
Roger O. Thornhill.
And
the O stands for
nothing.
Nothing.
Just like David O. Selznick, because that amphetamine fuck. Anyway, yes, ad executive.
And he
kind of a mama's boy.
Yeah, he goes to a dinner.
His mom is only like 7 years older than him. The actress is.
Yep. He goes to dinner and he's mistaken for a guy named Kaplan, who is a spy for the CIA or some government agency.
Everything.
Yeah.
They're clearly ambiguous about the agency.
And he's kidnapped, and he goes on an adventure to clear his name. In the meantime, he's also accused of assassinating a UN guy. And
which, by the way, the photo of him taken for the paper. If there is ever a more hilarious way to get caught stabbing a person, I think that's pretty much it.
You know, I know this movie works well too, is because my wife laughed in it.
Oh yeah,
and my wife isn't. She'll tell you straight up she hates comedies. She's not a big comedy person. My wife likes really depressing stuff. I go, man, can we just watch something where someone isn't dying of AIDS or something? That'd be awesome. And but she was laughing and she had fun with it, and she thinks Cary Grant's really handsome, so I think that helps her with it. Because there's a scene in it when he's in the hospital and he's not wearing a shirt.
Oh my gosh, that scene!
See, and my wife said he's in his 50s. I said, yeah.
Yeah,
and
late 50s, I think.
And then,
and I said, stop.
The professor guy walks in, and I was like, "Oh, it's about to be a different movie up in here." Oh wait, no, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Damn it!
It's
not just like laying on the bed, like with the towel around his waist, and he's like,
It's not like, I mean, it's super funny, but it's like because it's strictly supposed to be more of a spy adventure thriller-ish type of film, like. It's able to weave in its comedy really well.
Yeah, and it's one of the few Grant films that he chases the female.
Yeah.
You know, they usually chase him.
Yeah, we talked about this on a little side podcast I do. Yeah. I'm not going to mention the name of it.
But if you want to hear the best episode, it's the first one.
Yeah, the pilot who tried to gun down Thorhill.
Yes.
But no, it's pretty interesting. I think that it's amazing that this film still works with the crowd the way it does, and it was one of the most thrilling experiences I've ever had in a movie theater was watching that film, not just with my friends, but also just like a sea of people reacting to it almost as much as I imagine they were reacting to it back in the day. There are certain
all
things...
those people were from back in the day. We're the youngest people there.
Yeah, that's true. But it was pretty invigorating to watch that. And what I find amazing is like how much of it, like, you know, Brad made a sly comment about visual effects that hold up. I think on that big screen they work just fine. Like that climax.
A lot of it's practical.
Yeah, the climax on.
Yeah, so he's not driving his car in front of a movie screen.
You know, that's
drunk driving.
There's a great joke in that. So when he's picked up by the police officers, and the one guy's driving, the one actor doesn't react to the car turning. So if you watch, Cary Grant totally slams into him.
Yeah. Trying to get him to act.
Say you're supposed to, act.
And that rear projection move is something that is a bigger trademark of Hitchcock than even other filmmakers of the era, because he uses it in a very specific way to kind of distort the background and give the foreground a little bit more life.
Brad, what did you think? Your first experience?
Yeah.
You tell me.
It was a fine movie. I thought Cary Grant's delivery of like some of his sarcasm to like the villains a lot of the times was really good. The mystery was interesting for a while, but then by the end it was more of a romantic story. And I kind of started to lose interest. And then it feels like the end, the end felt rushed. Like in 1 minute she's dangling off the edge of and then it cuts back to the train and it's like, oh, this movie's over.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's almost as if
very light resolution.
It's almost as if though that's an amazing edit that only one director could ever pull off ever in history.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
People have done that plenty of times.
There's no
not as good as
in
him.
This movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just ends so abruptly. You don't feel like you get any closure with these characters.
No, I did. Martin Landau falls and dies. James Mason was seen having been arrested. and all I need to know is that Eva Marie Saint is safe and that they're on a train that's going to go into a tunnel.
I did like your audible eye roll when Eve comes out and says, "What was that noise?" And she didn't recognize it as a gun. You could hear Corinne probably through the whole thing. She's like, "Oh."
That was pretty dumb.
Like really,
it's not like a
she's
giant
a badass
space.
and she doesn't understand. She didn't
She
hear
works
what
for
a
the
gunshot
whatever
was.
secret government's. Like she's been trained to know what a gunshot sounds
that's
like.
pretty silly.
Well, I don't know if she has been trained because they talk about how they recruited her.
Yeah, she was
So
married to
she's-
Mason's character prior to
I
being
don't
in.
think, are they married? I didn't think they were married.
She was-
But she works
She's
for a
his
criminal. I'm sure
mistress.
he's shot a few guns. Yeah.
But she's with Mason prior to them
Right.
hiring her.
Right, that's why they ask her to spy for them.
My favorite laugh in the film that had to do with a mistake is one of my favorite mistakes is they're about
kid,
to
yeah.
he's about to be shot he's about to be shot and you can see a boy in the background already plugging his ears like at least good 5 to 6 beats before that gun goes off and
Yeah,
it's a weird cut that's still in there, but it doesn't like distract necessarily unless you're aware of it. Like if you already know it's gonna be there, that's why you laugh.
Also, like this whole movie, like why did the villains even like instigate this whole thing? It seems like if they hadn't tried to go after Kaplan, who doesn't exist, like why were they trying to abduct him and kill him? Like, and also play it off as a game, like.
Well, because the agency created this like figment, like this fake guy who's always like around.
Yeah, it's a shadow to.
They're trying to see what he knows about their organization.
Yeah, and they're trying to hide the fact that Eva Marie Saint is the actual agent in embedded. Like
It's a red herring.
It's a distraction, and
Someone say a
A
MacGuffin.
misdirect.
no, MacGuffin is something
Is that
that's
micro-
yeah,
yeah.
it's not really important. No, Government Secrets is
Yeah.
the MacGuffin. I
Yeah.
mean, the microfilm is a MacGuffin, but Government Secrets. He says it in that. It's one of my favorite deliveries of like explaining what the MacGuffin is the guy just going like government secrets, whatever. I don't know.
And also like the famous biplane sequence.
Mm-hmm. Looks really good on a big screen, I know.
It just felt like like they needed to add some kind of like make the picture bigger, so they added this plane sequence. But it really, I don't know what it serves for the story.
It doesn't really.
Yeah.
It's more of
It's
just an iconic piece. I mean,
It wasn't when they made it though. Like they didn't know it was going to be iconic. So
No, yeah, it's more of. I think they're trying to
Build
yeah,
the suspense.
it just felt like
it's
they
a
added
suspense thing.
production value to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
so.
at that point, had they revealed that No, they had revealed that Kaplan was fake, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
that,
To
that
the
was,
audience.
Yeah.
That was more of, I think, for the audience to be like, oh, Eve is part of the shadowy figures, and she sent him there to die.
It's that, and it's a set piece. The writing of this script and the execution of this film is Ernest Lehman saying, "I want to make the ultimate Hitchcock movie." And what do you have in a Hitchcock movie? A very big set piece. And
Yeah.
this,
It does seem weird, though.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, just weird growing up. I always felt like it was more important, and now that I see in the context of the movie, it isn't other than it's flashy.
Yeah, I always think of Peter Griffin.
Yeah, well, now, yeah.
Like we have Your Wife Come Get Her. Also, Don't Miss Bird on a Wire on Tuesday on TBS.
No, but I do love the shot of the biplane turning, because I think it's framed so well of it turning left and then Cary Grant looking back and holding that and then running.
The only edit I giggle at with that scene to this day is when he gets hit by the truck.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then it's just like a beat and then cut, and then he's under the truck.
Fun fact: the truck I forget the company name, but the company name is the one that his son-in-law worked for. Alfred Hitchcock's son-in-law worked for that company, and the truck gets destroyed.
Easter
so
egg.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the original Stan Lee, too.
Patricia, can you get one of your husband's trucks here today? Don't ask me why. I'm in a cornfield. Yeah, no, but like it is. If you're going off of that aspect that it is just the ultimate Hitchcock movie, it's just going to have those set pieces. It's going to have that flash and flare. I mean, like the Mount Rushmore sequence, I think still looks great.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a great film. It's wonderful, and Martin Landau is great when he's not Bela Lugosi too.
Well, yeah,
he can be great no matter what.
That's a great. I think it's a great setup when Carrie's holding up, the damsel in distress, and he asks for help, and Lando plays it so well that you think he's going to walk over and help, and he just steps on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. But I mean, Cary Grant's so strong. He literally held on and then pulled her up as hard as he could into a train.
Yeah.
So
and then that train went into a tunnel, and then we all giggled like schoolboys and girls. And then the movie ended, an MGM production. And Jesse Royce Landis as his mom. She is an element of 2 Hitchcock films with Cary Grant that I think is severely underlooked and undervalued. She's the mother of Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief, and easily one of the funniest parts of the film. And in this one, she has that great moment in the elevator where she just turns to the 2 guys and goes, "You're not really kill my son, are you?" Oh, and how she's so easily bribed by Grant, where he's just like, "I'll give you $10. You really don't think of me much, 50." And then he just kind of holds the bill for him.
$10 is like $100 back then.
Yeah.
Right.
So if she's getting 50, because that's what she finally accepts, she's rolling in some dough.
She's got to buy a new mink stole.
Oh, and Cary Grant drunk. Still one of the funniest things in cinema history.
He just like lays down on the table.
Yeah.
No one would ever do that when they're drunk.
yeah, who would do that?
I was curious I was curious, you being a cop watching that scene, how you feel, but
Well, I mean, it's way different
yeah,
now.
but still funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be. You won't
Just
be
pay
able
the $2, like $2 for a DOI in 1960.
No. It's a reference to another movie or another like comedy sketch of the time.
What?
Yeah, it's reference. It wasn't actually $2 that the fine. It was like a reference to some other comedy sketch where they get arrested for something else, and they're like, "Just pay the $2." I don't know.
Don't think so.
I read it, so that must be true.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love how this it all came from Alfred Hitchcock talking to the screenwriter, and he's like, I want a movie that's about mistaken identity, has a scene at the UN, and incorporates Mount Rushmore somehow.
Yeah. Ernie,
and this is the movie we got.
Ernie, here's some shit. Do something with it. Yeah, and walked away.
If it was in a different time, I think you could maybe even put this as a screwball comedy, because they have the auction scene, the drunk scene.
Which, by the way, comedy scenes involving auctions are always funny. I've learned this.
The Dick Van Dyke Show one's better.
The Dick Van Dyke Show one is pretty great. Mm-hmm. That is a great one.
But yeah, you could categorize this into a lot of things. I think you can ultimately categorize it as a great movie for the reasons that it kind of encompasses a lot of different things so well.
I'd only seen it once like a year ago, and I don't remember it being this funny. I think seeing it with an audience really helped recognize when the comedic elements were.
Yeah, we should. Did we point out that it was sold out? I cannot. I cannot believe that it was sold out.
And I think
that's why we had to sit in the front.
I have a feeling, other than maybe Rope. Well, no, Charade. I think the series might be hard with. Because Shea Artiste is doing 3 more films. They're doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith from 1941 with Carol Lombard and I think Bob Montgomery, and then Rope, and then they're going to do Charade, which is not a Hitchcock film. It's a Stanley Donen film.
Is that on here?
Well, it's because it's Hitchcockian.
I guess.
Also, Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn.
Why
are you complaining?
I'm going to go see it.
It's why they call.
I should probably buy a ticket for that.
Yeah, it's why they call it Hitch with a Twist, because the twist at the end is Charade. But I think Mr. and Mrs. Smith's going to be the most lightly attended, which is why I will not have a trouble getting a seat for it this Wednesday. And then Rope, I think, might actually have a crowd because people like that film. Not as much as you'd think, but people do like it. So, yeah, it's a great flick.
Yep.
This is an interesting way to...
Brad, would you watch North by Northwest again?
Probably not of my own choice.
I think you should, just so then you can actually see it instead of craning your neck up at
I feel
a
like I saw
screen.
It.
Or is there another, now you've seen Hitchcock, would you watch another Hitchcock film?
I'm kind of hoping someone does Psycho over the Halloween season.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Watch Psycho. And again, that's so amazing that this movie happens, and then the one right after that is something that absolutely changes the game.
I mean, it's both mother issues and
well, one's more.
Yeah. Well.
Actually, but yeah, no, Cary Grant is a man baby in North by Northwest. But yeah, no, I mean, I think you might have fun with the birds. You will not like this visual effects if those are your complaints, but It's a decent flick.
I watch modern movies with shitty special effects and still like them.
Yeah.
So it's just I didn't expect the effects to be great in the movie. I'm just saying like I wasn't. Obviously, it's been built up in my head for years, so I was like watching for more. I don't know, like camera angles that were more suggestive to like the subtext of the movie. Like it just felt like it was gonna be a deeper movie than it was.
Yeah, no, you'll want to wait. You'll want to go into Psycho and the Birds and stuff like that. That's when you're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The dude, I don't know who he was touching on a little bit. I mean, by him saying it's not as great a movie, I disagree with. But it's more of a straightforward Hitchcock film.
Yeah.
I mean, in Psycho, there's a scene where a dude falls down the stairs. That is maybe his best camera trick he's ever done.
Oh, when Arbogast gets shoved down the stairs. Yeah. It's. I think North by Northwest is just. It's not because it's not a deep film and it's not like. This is gonna sound weird. It's not artsy, but it's not. But it's not supposed to be. That's the thing.
It's supposed to be fun.
But there are other films like Notorious, Suspicion, that use those unique angles and camera tricks that he's so well known for. Like those are the ones that.
That's more of a. I mean, that's the ultimate. North by Northwest is the ultimate Hitchcock film, and if you want to see Cary Grant do what Cary Grant does, it's spot on. That's why he's so good in it, because it's right in his wheelhouse.
I think Rear Window is one that you'll like in terms of the style and the technique, because that's very much Hitchcock working on all cylinders from a technical point of view.
And it's about a photographer.
Yeah, Rear Window is a great movie.
Whose leg is broken, and he doesn't want to marry Grace Kelly. It's so freaking weird, guys.
Next week, we're seeing the 3-hour horror.
It Chapter 2.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a word to just epic. There we go.
Yeah.
It Chapter 2.
So we're gonna
first reactions are starting to trickle out right now.
Yeah, they're saying Bill Hader should get an Oscar.
Yeah,
which is great.
It looks like it's kind of mixed reviews so far.
I'm not surprised, because if they do what the book does, it's going to be weird. And I had this when I left the first film. Are you going to care about the adults as much as you care about the kids? And I don't think you can, because there's an innocence to children throughout the whole film that the adults, they don't have anymore. So you don't have the emotional pull with it. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, every actor they have in it's great.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. It looks like fun.
I mean, I'm going to see it.
Y'all
so
enjoy it.
Yeah. You're not going to come see it?
Hells no.
Why?
Because, well, first of all, I didn't see the first one.
You should see the first one.
Yeah. And two, I don't like horror, so no thanks.
Always expand your movie-going experiences. You never know what you might like.
The Real Nerds give every movie a chance.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I'm not a real nerd.
So you won't even wade in the waters to see if you like it?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I don't like horror movies, Ryan. I'm sorry.
No, I want more explanation.
If anything, I would go see Ready or Not.
Yeah.
As a horror-ish movie.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's about the limit I can
I don't know the 1% of
we know Zach.
Green, I'm just because you're here. I'm curious. What is it about horror films you don't like?
I don't know. I haven't seen one in a long time, so I don't know if I could like pinpoint a thing. I guess I just don't like. I don't like being on edge. You know, it's like I'm there to be entertained. Like I'm watching a movie for entertainment. I'm not watching it to be on edge the whole time.
So
interesting, because a lot of people do watch horror movies because they do find them entertaining, like that rush of adrenaline. Oh man, I totally forgot the Avengers screening last night. This woman like snot cried through Tony Stark's death scene for the longest time. It was like distracting, obviously.
So he should get an Oscar, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like she's just bawling, like just sniffling constantly, just trying to. Like it felt like all the mucus was falling out of her face. She was so broken up about it.
Write that story in a letter to the Academy to convince them.
But yeah, like people watch horror movies because they want that fear rush, like in the moment, and then they're fine afterwards. But it's like riding a roller coaster.
It's controlled fear.
There's a little bit of danger in that.
It's fear that you control, and that's the benefit of it. It's a healthy thing.
Yeah.
By the way, Valerie Harper died.
I know. Oh yeah.
Valerie Harper died. Yeah.
She's great. On the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Rhoda's a fun show.
Yeah, so that's why when I was messaging you, it's hard for me to be objective in horror films because I don't feel that way in them. because I've seen so many of them. So it's hard for me to disassociate myself from that feeling.
Rarely do you get like truly creeped out by something.
Yeah, I really
anymore.
don't.
Yeah.
That might be my job too. I see way worse. But yeah, I was just curious. I mean, you don't have to watch them. I was just wondering.
Well, maybe something to contemplate. Maybe it could be an article in the future.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I have to ease you in. I mean, like Night of the Living Dead. I always thought that was a scary
Night of the
film.
Living Dead is not scary.
No, see, so you can handle horror films then.
It's not horror.
It's pretty chilling.
Yeah,
not by today's standards. That's not real. That's not horror. Maybe back then, but not.
I mean, reanimated corpse eating people sounds pretty horrific to me. You know,
but the effects are so poor that it takes you out. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'll let you watch Day of the Dead, and then you'll see like a really horrible horror film. Not like horrible, like it's a bad movie. I think it's actually really great.
It's a great movie,
but it's one of those films that people don't like because none of the characters are redeemable at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, every character in it's a horrible person.
They all deserve to die in Day of the Dead.
And
is that the second one or
third?
That's the third, yeah.
And so the second one is Dawn.
That's the one they're watching in Stranger Things, right?
Yes. And Dawn of the Dead is considered the greatest like zombie movie of ever.
Because it's like 3 hours.
And Day of the Dead is a letdown for a lot of people because it is so
bleak.
I mean, there's no redeeming people. It's really graphic. But it's also about 2.5 hours of characters mixed in with the zombies and what happens after the zombie plague has been going on for so long. I mean, the overall thing is they're keeping zombies in this underground thing, and a doctor's experimenting on them to see if they can train them to not attack people. And everybody's a horrible person in it.
Well,
and
Bub's redeemable, but Bub's not a person. No, Bub's a zombie.
But it's a really fascinating character study, and a lot of people hate it. But I actually really love the film.
I feel like people feel that way about Land of the Dead too, and I don't understand it.
Land's the next evolution, I think, of it too.
Yeah, and Land's also very the scope is bigger. That's Hopper picking his nose.
Anyways, It Chapter 2 next week. We'll float too. Thanks, Corinne.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Draft House in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.